Welcome to Sexy Time Mobility Flow. So we're gonna start on your hands and knees, and we're gonna start with a simple cat-cow. Through this whole thing, I want you to take a nice big deep breaths in through your nose, out through your mouth. You move as slow or as fast as you want, but we just wanna kind of connect to our bodies, relax, move our hips, stretch our spines, and bring blood flow to our pelvis. After we do those, we're gonna switch to this adductor kneeling with a little bit of a flare. So you're gonna take one leg out straight to the side. The weight is gonna stay in your knee. You're gonna push back and forth, and if you wanna add a little bit of a cat-cow, so you're gonna kind of arch your back and then you're gonna curve your back. Here's a picture from the front so you can kind of see what that looks like. You're just kind of seesawing back and forth, letting the inside of your thighs stretch and open. Check in with that pelvic floor and pelvis and make sure that you're not clenching up. Keep going. I'm just showing you a few different views. You're gonna keep going with this, moving that pelvis in and out. Stick that booty back. Now we're gonna come up to this runner's lunge to a hamstring flow. Here you're gonna go back and forth. I want you to think about pressing your hips to the floor as much as you can in the front, and then as you go back, I want you to stretch that back of your hamstring. During intercourse, our hips and legs and lower body needs to get in a lot of different positions, and we want to make sure that we are stretched and ready, and we've thought about this before we kind of go all in. Now we're going to add a little bit of a rotation to it. So as you press back, you're gonna move forward and then rotate up, look at that hand and flow. Keep going back and forth. I don't want you to push through pain. I want you to find a range that feels good to you. And I want you to move in a way that feels good to you. What makes you feel good and free and confident? That's gonna be a big part of getting ready for any sort of sexual encounter. So now what we're gonna do, we're gonna move to a frog position. So we've only done one leg so far. You're gonna get your knees out as far as you can, and you're gonna saw back and forth. Here, you're gonna feel a really big stretch between those legs, and that pelvic floor is stretching. And remember, we're inhaling through our nose, exhaling through our mouth. Now we're gonna add a little bit of a sexy flare to it. So I'm gonna have you move your pelvis up and around in a circle like a hula hoop. Here's a better view from the side so you can see. So you're gonna kind of go back and forth, and then you can add a little bit of some rotation. So a little bit of a cat-cow, move those hips around like a hula hoop. Now we're gonna go back and stretch that other leg. So we're gonna go to that seesaw runner's lunge into the hamstring stretch. So pick that other leg up, and you're gonna go back and forth, press those hips to the ground, and then press yourself back. Press your hips to the ground and then press yourself back. Taking nice big deep breaths, body scanning, where am I holding tension? Relax your jaw, add that rotation in, see if we can get a little bit of opening up to our diaphragm. You can press yourself back. Nice big inhales, blow out through your mouth and then rotate. Keep going here, making sure we get both legs and pelvis opened up. And we're gonna go to that last stretch that we started with. So you are now stretching your other leg. Leg is straight out to the side. We're rocking back and forth on our other knee. And we're gonna add that little bit of that pelvis motion to really open up the pelvis and then bring it forward. We're getting our glutes fired up here. This is bringing blood flow down to our pelvis, which is what we need for arousal and for penetration. So here's another view here to see that from the side. You're pressing up and back. And if you can't go as far as me, no big deal. Just do what you can and what feels good to you. Go as slow as you need. You can pause this video if you need to catch up. That's no problem. Last thing we're gonna do is you're gonna find a comfortable position. I'm gonna sit on my shins here. You can sit down, you can lay down if you want. I want you to put your hands on your rib cage. We're taking nice inhales into our rib cage, and I want you really focusing on opening up your ribs like an umbrella with each inhale. Inhale big, open up, and then blow out. Inhale big, open up through that rib cage, drop that pelvic floor down. Think about blooming open down there. What's feeling good to you? What are you excited about? What are you nervous about? What are you looking forward to? These are all things that we can do to help us get in a better position. So good luck and have fun.